Distinguished visitors, delegates, ladies and gentlemen, it's my privilege and honor to welcome you to Harnessing Biomass. From the Forest to the Marketplace Conference, a practical conference on commercializing biomass. C'est mon privilège et mon honneur de vous souhaiter la bienvenue à Harnessing Biomass, un congrès pratique au sujet de la commercialisation de la biomasse. C'est un privilège parce que c'est rare d'être présent à la création d'un nouveau secteur économique. Et c'est un honneur parce que c'est rare d'être parmi les visiteurs si distingués. It's a privilege to welcome you because one is really able to be intimately involved at the creation of a new economic sector, and an honor because one is really able to be among such distinguished company. Je continuerai en anglais s'il ne vous gêne pas. Firstly, Nipissing University is delighted to be co-hosting this conference with Innovation Initiatives North. And secondly, I'd like to express my sincere appreciation to all that have made this possible. Collaborators, exhibitors, organizers, participants, partners, speakers, and volunteers. Also, my privilege to extend my thanks and a special thank you to the organizing committee. That was a diverse and significantly large group. They are recognized in the registration documentation that you have and named in there. Done a tremendous job to get us to the start of this conference.
Far left.
In the spring of 2009, Nipissing University's School of Business and Economics launched the Biomass Innovation Centre. With financial support from Ontario's Community Go Green Fund, the centre has specific goals to foster the growth of the biomass industry within the biomass belt. From the centre's conception, one thing has been abundantly evident above probably all others. That is that to grow the use of solid biomass fuels, collaboration is essential. That's why we embrace this conference and why it's so rewarding to see individuals and organizations with diverse backgrounds and a wealth of wide-ranging experience congregated at Harnessing Biomass for a common purpose. I'd like to talk for a moment about us being different, having different roles, but yet we share a common goal. Goals that are long-term, goals that are short-term, and even goals for this conference. Long-term goals for the biomass belt include the development of a sustainable alternate energy industry that protects and preserves our natural resources and yet replaces imported non-renewable energy sources with domestic renewable energy. An industry that replaces the flow of money to international offshore accounts with money to employment in Ontario. That eventually replaces dependence on others with independence, at least from that energy sense. In the short term, goals can be more specific, and certainly under our Go Green project, we have been very specific. But they should include, I believe, the establishment of an initial supply and demand for the solid biomass used in water heating to replace oil and propane, and particularly focused on the mush sector, meeting municipalities, universities, schools, and hospitals. This is low-hanging fruit. It's efficient use of the energy, and it's something that we can do in the short term as a short-term goal. Using those available resources, and it allows development of some early infrastructure in which an embryo industry can be nurtured. This sounds simple. I know in practice and from the last months of experience and listening to others wiser than myself that there are many problems, many barriers that we have to understand, define, and dismantle. And only with a common conviction that this is possible and that the goals can be achieved will we be able to do that. I think it will take all the resources that we can jointly muster to achieve even these short-term goals. Brings me to the goals of the conference. While we may have many individual goals that can be served, I'd ask you to join other delegates in a goal of open communication and collaboration to understand better what we have to do to harness our biomass truly from the forest to the marketplace. The whole supply chain is what we need to consider. By listening to others, by sharing your ideas, and by using this opportunity of conference to seek out new contacts, to renew your connections, and to get a new understanding of how we achieve our goals, then we'll be able to realize those goals. I suspect that our individual roles in achieving the common goals are as diverse as our backgrounds and abilities. We have different roles and different things, different skills and abilities to contribute to this effort. Delegates represent government, industry, and academia. And from government, you may be involved in forestry management and husbandry, industry development, environmental preservation, or as a municipal user. From industry, you may be one of many, many things: an importer, an investor, entrepreneur, a supplier of fuels, a supplier of services, of equipment, and many, many items that are required to contribute to a vibrant industry. And from academia, you may be, like myself, from a business background or an economics background, or a scientist, a biologist interested in the different aspects of the biomass industry. No matter your role, it comes down to personal commitment to keep our goals in view and to work together. Unless we communicate and collaborate, the barriers to building the biomass belt industry will neither be defined nor overcome. Unless we communicate and collaborate, there will not be a biomass belt industry to benefit us or future generations. So once again, I welcome you to the conference with enthusiasm and invite you to participate fully. Bring your skills, your individual skills and abilities to bear on our common goals. And welcome to Nipissing University. Thank you.